So first, I want to just say, like, I think you did an incredible job. A part of Power, and I'm so sad that it's coming to an end. But just to kind of kick off, do you think that the impact that Power has had on television, do you think there's any other shows that could ever top that impact that it had?
Not to take anything away from our show, but there have
Hmm.
been a few.
Yeah.
There have been a few, and they're
Hmm.
female led at that. At that, I think that as far as Black Hollywood goes, I think that our sisters are moving the needle a lot quicker than the guys are, and I'm here for it.
I love that. I love that. So when you found out that, the season was coming, this is the final season, do you remember where you were exactly, or, when you received that news? Like how did you take that news?
I was good with it. I mean,
Mm,
I'm privy to information that you guys aren't privy to,
yeah,
so if you didn't see it coming, it's warranted. Of course, you wouldn't be able to see it coming.
right.
But anyone that's in the business knows that a lot of times with shows such as these, 4 seasons, you're lucky to even get that. So I feel blessed.
Just watching yourself, grow as an actor over the last couple of seasons and whatnot, what do you feel you've learned about yourself the most as an actor and personally?
I'm good.
I love that. I love that.
Uh,
Anything you want to add to that, or
that's
that's
it. I think
that's
that says it. Yeah.
it. I love that. So in your opinion, if the season wasn't, if it wasn't coming to a final season, how would you have written your character? His like what would have been his journey, I guess, going forward, if you could have written his story?
Um, I think I would do it the same way these writers did. I think they covered all their bases.
Hmm.
They they really threw their drawers in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Threw their
Hmm.
arm, ankle, toe, everything in there for this final season. Even though it was unexpected, the writing team, I think they did justice as far as being honest with the characters. So,
Mhm.
and that's the reason why people love the show.
And what ultimately made you say yes to that role? And as a recurring character, what made you say yes to it?
They said yes to me, honestly,
Mm,
I was nervous from
mm,
audition up until first day. I mean, of course you're nervous when you're in a new space, but like I
mm,
said in my first interview about the show, everybody was very accommodating. They had already been with each other for 6 years prior to that on the
mhm.
original show because we're a spinoff. Notori was very welcoming. Michael was always good. So the nervousness kind of went away
Yeah.
after the first day of filming.
Mhm.
Other than that, I mean, the experience is it is what it is. I think that Courtney, 50, Mark, and all the other people behind the scenes deserves their flowers.
Yeah.
I might have went off the question, but
It's
that's where my
okay.
mind is right
No,
now.
it's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's totally okay.
I'm sorry.
Totally okay. Do you see yourself, I guess, being in another production, by 50 Cent? Like I know he has a lot of things going on. Would you see yourself in another production with him?
I see myself in anyone's production at this
Mhm.
point, especially if it's good. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Fifth's a great
Yeah.
guy. Cool
Yeah.
dude.
And my last question for you, before we go, just thinking back to all of the characters in Power from, the one that you were a part of, who would you say was the number one villain and like the number one, I guess you could say like hero? Who would you say?
I think it's a combination in this person, and it has to be Joseph's character, Tommy, still revered to this day.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
kind of like the anti-hero.
Hmm.
Um, he's a bad guy that you root for. So
Yeah.
I think it's the best of both worlds, and Joseph does an excellent job with the character, so we love him.
Yes. So he's a little bit of both.
Yes.
And would you say your character was more of like a villain, a hero, underdog? Like, what would you say?
He's polarizing at best. I think Davis
Mhm.
McLean is whatever people
Yeah.
think of him. You know what I mean? I would love to hear or be a fly on the wall for the dialogue about that dude. You either love him or you hate him.